So hello everyone and welcome back to my video. Now I've been off for the 3 or 4 days. The reason is because I was having fever, but now I'm okay. So, and also just a bit of news I want to share that in the last video we have seen that the e-commerce application. So basically I was getting messages on the Insta and also the YouTube comments to make a video on this one, like how to separate the user and admin app recently. So I just thought that I should make a small small video series on that, because so that the confusions which of the user and admin app will be cleared, and then we can just proceed with the e-commerce application. So in this video we are going to start with a new project, and that will be consisting of a user and an admin panel app. Now for those who don't know the user and admin panel app, the user panel app is something which is okay. So for those who don't know the user and admin panel app, so I would just show you this figure, and in this you will get to understand. See, this is the app which the user runs on phone, and this is the school details about his all the details, and here you can see this he can click on all these to get his or her details about the school and all. But when it comes to admin panel app, so admin panel, here you can see in the laptop, here in this admin panel app, the user the admin, I mean the teacher and the principal, have all the accesses to send the notification to the user in his mobile phone. Here you can see Gmail notification or any sort of notification through the app, and also the principal and teacher can upload the marks, upload the notes, can upload the timetable, can convey any message to the parents through the admin panel app. So basically this is the difference between the user and the admin panel app, in which the user panel app is the user will have the full access to use it, and the admin will have to send the can send notification, they can upload the data which the user can access. And second example of user and admin panel app is this one, is Amazon.in. So basically here you can see this is the something which we are seeing, like when we click on the website that Amazon.in, so we see this thing, right? So basically, and what happens is that when you download the app in your phone, so suppose you have ordered something, so you will receive the notification on the day of delivery from the Amazon app itself that this is delivered by this one, then phone agent and pin number, it is all everything is given in that. So that is done by admin panel app, and what you are seeing in your notification bar in the Android app or in the website here is the user panel app or user panel section. Okay, so in this video series we are going to see how we can do that, and we will make a quiz app in which the let's suppose a general knowledge, which is GK quiz app, in which the user will access the questions, and we as an admin will upload the questions and update the questions regularly, and also we will send the user a notification that I think you should take the test, or you should revise the thing, or something like that, any such notifications which help us to interact better with the user. Note, this series will also help you in the your internship and all, because internship mostly are related to building of the user and admin panel app itself. So I hope this will be helpful for you all, so, and me as well. So yeah, so let's start with the video. So first of all, go ahead and create a new empty activity, click on next. Now let's make this as GK quiz app. Okay, GK quiz app. Now leave it as it is, click on use legacy support, and here you can set whatever it is, but I would recommend you to go for 5.1 because I'll be using all the 5.1 libraries here. So just go ahead and 5.1 and click on finish. Let's wait for the Gradle sync. Okay, so the Gradle sync is finished. Now what we have to do is we have to come to this layout. Here you can say this is activity main, this one, and this is main activity. So before that I'll just import the icon. So for importing the icons, so let's go to this drawable, right click on this one, click on new, and here you can see this vector asset, click on that. Now here choose the local file, and here just go ahead and see your downloads. So here you can see that I've imported this puzzle piece, and this is in black and white because we will try to make our app black and white. Like it's not so bad as bad also. So let's make it and click on next, click on finish. Okay, so we can see this in the drawable here. IC puzzle piece has been successfully added. Now let's first of all change the icon. So come to manifest here and change this to our icon, so IC puzzle piece. Okay, and let's change this as well, so IC puzzle piece. Okay, so we have changed the icon. Now what we have to do is we have to create a splash screen as well, so let's create that also. So go to project here, and here in the Java, just create a new empty activity and name this activity as splash activity, and click on finish. Okay, now let's come to this layout and let's open the activity splash layout here. And first of all, what we have to do is we have to add that icon here. So first make sure that the background color is white. Okay, and let's add the icon. So icon will be added by image view. So let's just drag and drop that here in the center. Okay, drag and drop it here, and let's select the icon here, click on OK, and this is quite big, we need to decrease the size. I think this is quite okay. Now let's align this. Okay, so after the alignment of this one, now what we have to do is first of all we have to go to the Android manifest.xml, and here first we have to change this launcher activity from main activity to the splash activity. So just cut this and paste it here and make the main activity as default. Okay, now the splash screen has been set. Now one thing is left, that is theme. Okay, so let's give the theme as theme.appcompat.noActionBar, and here we have given the theme, and this will be the default. So we are good to go now. Now what we have to do is let's run the app at first and let's see how it looks. Okay, we forgot one thing, and that is to give the coding of the splash activity, because we haven't given the coding. So splash will be opened but it won't shift to the main activity. So let's give the coding. Okay, so I'll refer here this one of the e-commerce app which we have created. Here you can see this in the very first part we have created the splash screen for our app. So when we scroll down here, you can see this in the onCreate method we will declare this thing, right? So let's just copy paste without wasting much time. So let's come to the Android Studio. Okay, and let's paste it here. Okay, and press Alt Enter to import all these. Press Alt Enter to import class. Okay, I think we are good to go here. Now what is the error? Any sort of error? Okay, let's remove this one. Okay, I think we are good to go. Now let's run our app and see how it looks, and let's make it for 3 seconds because we want it for 3. Basically I want it for 3. So let's run the app and see how. So let's wait for the Gradle build. So our app is running. Okay, so we can see that after 3 seconds delay it has shifted itself to main activity. Okay, so this is all in this video. Further for the activity main.xml here, and we also have put a click listener and also, but let's keep this for this much in this video. I'll see you in the part 2 of this video.